Hi, I'm Chris Haigh and this is the Fiddle channel. Today we're going to be playing Footprints in the Snow. In this lesson I'm going to show you the basic melody, I'm going to show you some decoration for that basic melody, and then I'll show you the Chubby Wise version of the verse. This is in fact a song with a verse and chorus, but from the fiddle's point of view there's not a lot of difference between the two, and we're just going to do the verse. The melody you hear when it's sung is quite a bit different from the melody you'll hear from any fiddle player when it's played, even when the fiddle player is immediately following the singer. So there's a song way to play it and there's a fiddling way to play it, and they're not exactly the same. So here is the basics of the fiddling way, and let's hear that with some backing. So what can we do to that? Some double stops and drones. So your first E, put your B and your E down together, so your first finger across the two strings. Play an open A under the E. A slide up to the C sharp and an open E on top. Keep your first finger on the B, slide that third finger up. There I'm keeping the first finger on the B, slide again, and I'm keeping the first finger on the B under that last E. So let's do that again with the backing, and this time with those extra notes. There was one extra one I was doing there actually, and that's putting the fourth finger on the E note on the A string. So holding that whilst I play the next few notes. And that brings us on to the Chubby Wise version. He being one of Bill Monroe's best fiddlers, and one of the most revered, and he did a really good version of this on a solo album a few years after he left Bill Monroe. So his version is pretty tricky. So we have that E I was telling you about. So we're sliding up for the first E, and then holding that fourth finger down, putting the second finger on. And then this is the hardest bit of all. So going from there. So we're alternating between that position and that position. And then going to the second and fourth on the A and D strings. And that might take you quite a few days to get it. Most people, including mine, their fourth finger is nowhere near as strong as the others, and that's what you need to do. I do wonder whether he might have actually done first, third, but probably not. Okay, so next line, starting on the B, and notice we've got two blue notes sliding down from the third finger both times. And then pretty much the same as the first line, but slightly different at the beginning. And then the last line, I'll give you that again really slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. And again. And those last two bars is a very standard kind of ending. Let's do all of that slow, and then we'll try and do it up to tempo. 1, 2, 3, 4. And incidentally, if you mess bits up, as I did just then, and you constantly mess it up, and there's one part that you really can't get, don't think to yourself, okay, I can't do this version, or I can't do this song. What you need to think to yourself is, I can't do that note in that bar, and find your own version which fits your style of playing, your level of playing. I think it's a big mistake to let the ship be sunk just for the sake of one part. So always feel free to switch between versions, to add your own easy parts whenever there's something that isn't quite working out. Let's do that again with the backing. Now, I'm not going to show you how to do a solo, but I'm going to give you just a few little clues. Being in E, it's not the easiest, but basically we're going to use two finger patterns. So for the E, we're going to use this closed position where the first finger goes across the E and the B, and then if we stick with that, then any kind of pattern that you use on that little scale, providing you don't do any open strings and don't move up or down, that's going to work. When you get to the B chord, it's pretty much the same, but it's now first finger on the A string, first finger on the E string. Same pattern. So we're going to just basically alternate between those two with a few bits of A. So let me just give you a little bit of that. So E and B is not nearly quite as hard as it may seem. Thank you for watching. If you want a PDF of this, then do send me an email after you've subscribed. If you look at the description below, my email address is at the bottom, and there's also details of my Patreon page where you can get hold of all of the PDFs of my YouTube channel. So thank you for watching. I hope to see you in the next one.